done, right? I dropped the bit. Seriously, I didn't mean any offence, right? But the other day, right? I was down. It used to be the Kentucky Fried Chicken, but then they lost the franchise, but kept half the letters, so it's now called the Kent Fried Chicken, right? And I was in there, right? And I'm having a bucket of 6, right? I'm giving it plenty, and Elle Macpherson come in, right? And she's there waiting for a corner of the cob, and I've said to her, right? I said, here, Elle, right? And I've given her plenty of that. I said, you know your name in France, if you went in France, they call you she. Because that's what Elle means in French, she. So when you go to France, they say, hello, she. And she went, I'm sorry, do I know you? And then the other bird come in, right, a fantastic actress, and I said, it was Halle Berry. And I said, hello, Hayley. And she gave me such a berth, you wouldn't believe it. So I got outside, you know, I got a motor. Did I tell you I got a new motor? I've got a Renault, right? And I like it because I like classical literature. And Renault is named after Renault the fox. Because Renault is French for fox, so that's how they call it now. So I thought I'd do it. Do you have any idea how many people get kicked to death by donkeys on Blackpool Beach? No, you didn't. But you want to start thinking about it, all right? Because there's more to life than just, you know, living in the fast lane. I'll tell you what I've got here. Absolutely fantastic. You know Prince, right, the little singer, and his name's not Prince anymore. His name's just Squiggle Boy, right? I had a right laugh around his house. I went round his house, right, and he's got a big aquarium with all these fish, and I looked down and I see this, like, crustacean. So when he ain't looking, what I've done, I got Alec Baldwin, I said, get his attention, right? Oi, Mike, get his attention, that winds him up. So when he's looking the other way, I've just been there like that, whoosh, got it like that, stuck in my pocket, brought it home, smashed it up, put it in the tin. There, it's there, look. Prince's crab, right. He'll be on his high horse when he finds out about that. Well, like, Prince's high horse is about that big, basically. Here's the other. Apparently, up to 200 people every summer season at Blackpool kicked to death by donkeys. Here's the other thing, right? Oh, yeah, look, I've got some of this. It's absolutely beautiful stuff, right? This is the spaghetti I get, right? I'll get that, because what I'll do is I'll get in my car, my Renault, right? She's named after Renault the fox, the French fable character. And I always drive round the North Circular, right, down past there by Brent Cross, up round the one-way system, going there, buy me spaghetti, right? But my mate said, if you don't do that, just go straight down Golders Green, turn left, you're in the car park, you can go in, get some of this. Shortcut spaghetti. Sylvester's coming round. Sylvester Stallone, he's coming round. I got them in specially. Yeah. And then the great thing is, he goes, no, thanks, I don't eat chocolate, so I have them all 5 of them. Fantastic thing I found out, right, that my super microwave can do. Look at this. You get some cream, right, double or single. I prefer single, because I care about my figure, right? And then you get, have a look at this, look, an egg, right, put them in, put the cream in, put the egg in, very quickly, bish, 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 bosh, 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 start, ding, and out, you get a cream egg, right? But then you go into phase 2, when you take out the egg, right, leave the cream in, get a Sinead O'Connor CD, right, put that in, ding, 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 start, bring, cream crackers. Look at that. Fantastic piece of technology, really, isn't it, when you think about it? Oh, here's me in the new film. They brought all the old crew back. They said Jean-Luc Picard. They said Data. That's not what people want to see. They want to see the original cast. So here I am back there. Captain Kirk and the skinny bloke with the big ears who no one likes. All in there. Fantastic. And, oh, she's changed. She's changed. I don't know. That Jo Guest. She come round last night, and usually she comes round, we have a game of Scrabble fun, but now she's, she come round and said, I'd really like you to read this. Feminist Theory and Practical Policies, Shifting the Agenda in the 1980s. I said, Jo, you ain't the fun you used to be, it's as simple as that. As it happens, you're very lucky to find me in tonight, because normally this time of night I'd be out and about. My nan, right, a lot of people think she's mad, but she ain't. She reckons if you get, like, cat droppings, poo, I say poo, right, cat poo, when it's dried up and you plant it, right, you can grow a cat. I almost thought she was mad, right? But look. This book, Feminist Theory and Practical Policies. Look, Chapter 1. Girls, don't watch Millsy on the telly. Very nice, is it? Tell you what I've got for you now. I've got, I sat down then. I've got, this is a promo about a couple of my mates, right? This is David and Martin. They're friends of mine, and they work for the police, right? They work on the motorways. That's their patch. Now, the problem with them is this, right? At high speed, 100 miles an hour, fantastic. Blue light chase, fantastic. But when the traffic slows down, they get a little bit bored, right? And they're driving along. If they're doing anything under 70, right, they go, and their attention, oh, look, there's Windsor Castle. Oh, look, there's a cow. Bang, bang. They keep having smashes, and basically they're terrible drivers.
8:30 a.m. on a Monday morning, and the Surrey motorway police clear up their second accident of the day. While PC and brushes up the debris.
Yeah, what's his mate do? Look, just wanders out in the road.
PC temporarily stops the oncoming traffic.
Stop! Oh, sorry, don't matter. You might as well go again.
It's a regular sight for the rush hour. No doubt the result of the slow-moving traffic and a momentary lapse of concentration.
No, actually, they are very talented drivers. They're perfect. They're the best drivers in the world, the motorway police, and those two are two of the finest. And the other thing about motorway police, they have their own very specific rhyming slang.
What police call a rear-end shunt.
And who can blame them? Who can blame them? Tell you what I've got now. I've got another one I'd like you to watch. This is one of my favourites at the moment. Anyone hungry? I'm sorry, I've just realised I'm starving. I didn't realise you was all coming round, and normally I'll go and have something to eat. But, what if I just have something to eat? You know, nothing heavy. Don't want to fight. What about some muesli? I'll have some muesli. I want me a second. Have I got any? There you go. Muesli. Fantastic. We'll have some of that. Just, sorry, you don't mind, do you, for a minute? Stick that in there. And the milk. Fantastic. All right. Sorry, I'll get back. I'll show you some more stuff. I just sometimes... You know what I mean? You get a gap in your tummy. A little gap in your tummy. Muesli, perfect thing. No, anything else, you have a fry out, it's too heavy. But I know it's got grains in it, fruits, maize, that kind of thing. Muesli. Beautiful. All right, I'll show you what I've got here. It's a very, very good programme I made. It's called A Room with Two Views. Now, let me explain the concept. Got two people with diametrically opposed opinions, all right? Oh, yes. And you put them in a room, no chairperson, no David Dimbleby, nothing like that, just the two of them chatting, all right? And what we've got here, let's have a look. Who have we got? Right, here they come. Right, we've got these two. This lady here is staunch, okay, a very staunch vegetarian. She represents a society that's against cruelty to animals, and particularly against cruelty to animals in the farming industry, cattle, that kind of thing. This gentleman is Mr. Kipling, all right? He's Farmer Giles, everybody's friend. There's nothing wrong with the world at all.
Hello, and how are you?
I'm fine.
Great. Now, I know what you're going to do with me, my dear. You're going to attempt to castigate and condemn this canny old Geordie Northumbrian when I categorically state that there is no cruelty whatsoever in the preparation and the processing of lambs, sheep, chickens, cattle, pigs, processing and preparing all these wonderful meaty animals for the 3 meals a day and a bit of supper for Mrs. Great Britain, Mr. Great Britain, not forgetting the bairns.
Argument over as far as I'm concerned. He's a man for me, and anybody who disagrees is a communist. Absolutely. Here we go.
I went round what's known as a battery unit, a battery hen farm where the hens are kept for eggs.
One of the most comfortable and humane ways of producing nutritious eggs 365 days of the year in the cheapest possible manner to give...
Well, Let me describe what I saw, and people can decide for themselves whether they think it's comfortable or not. Basically, you walk into this huge shed. It's got no natural lighting at all. The stench of the place is the first thing that hits you. And I had a headache within seconds because of all the droppings from the hens, which are not cleaned out. They're kept in these cages, which are about the size of a small microwave oven.
Which makes perfect sense to me. Sorry, but you're growing them to fit. I imagine the worst thing in the world, you buy a hen, the damn thing don't fit in a microwave.
And you could fit about one hen in that, and she couldn't even stretch her wings. But instead of that, they don't just keep one, they keep 5 hens in each cage.
Indeed they do.
They're on a sloping wire floor, so that the eggs roll down. Cages, just wire all around them.
Now, all right, he's about to explain to her, because she obviously doesn't really know what's going on in the world. Why is it that they put 5 hens in the cage? Tell us about the real world of battery farming, Farmer Giles.
It was horrific, and everybody that went round there agreed it was truly the worst thing that they'd ever seen.
Well,
and I've seen it many times since over the years.
And you're a very sincere young woman, as indeed you should be. You remind me of my wife.
How happy do you think she is about that? Because, let's be honest, this is a girl who's read this book, isn't it? Feminist Theory and Practical Policies, but you're a very committed young woman, and that's right. You'll make someone a very, very good wife. Right? So, come on, Farmer Giles, spill the beans on the battery chickens.
Many instances. But the battery house you went into, there should be no smell whatsoever of droppings, because there are fully automated, movable trays that take away the droppings 24 hours a day. And these happy hens, they're sitting all amongst their friends, clucking to each other. Chup, 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 chup. They're in an atmosphere, dear, of a balmy summer's day.
I'm sorry, that's B-A-L-M-Y, balmy. Means hot and humid. Not the other definition of the word balmy, all right?
Well,
They've got constant food,
well,
they've got constant water in front of them.
That's the other definition of the word balmy.
You cannot satisfy...
On the 17th of February, a year last the 17th of February, a terrible disaster struck my small flock of 27 hens. I got up one morning, got the dog out, went up to the hen run.
Why does she think that was funny? That's a terrible thing happened to his flock of hens. What, they outgrew the microwaves? What? No, it is a terrible thing, and I feel guilty, to be honest, to be driving the car.
And you know what was there? 17 decimated, destroyed carcasses. They'd been ravaged to death by Reynold the fox.
It's hard for girls these days. They don't know how to behave.
There was only one sort of woman went in pubs in my day.
Boring though.
Taboo. A heady blend of exotic fruits, white wine and vodka. Taboo. Break a few.
Isn't it funny how the cost of some beauty treatments can turn ugly? That's why at Asda, you'll always find 25% off the leading names in hair colorants, from Tone on Tone to Permanent. And 25% off the latest skincare regimes, from names like L'Oreal, Oil of Ulay, and Laboratoire Garnier. With 25% off the leading beauty treatments and over 12,000 prices checked every week, every woman knows she's getting our best value weekly shop. Permanently low prices, forever. That's Asda Price.
I'm pregnant.
There was talk of a new generation of politics and a new style.
We're bothering you.
You are not bothering me.
Get your kicks on Channel 5.
Starting tomorrow, there's a free car sticker offer featuring your favourite Premiership team, as well as Know the Score magazine. If it goes on, it goes in.
Can't lose, said Tony the Teeth. 24 carat guaranteed. Then looking at him, you'd have to say the boy certainly shone. All he heard was a ding-dong. Then the lights went out. If he'd been hit any harder, he'd have been the first Mexican in space. Down, but not out, I decided to check out the local town. Arrived just in time to catch the King's last performance. Elvis has most definitely left the building. Looks like it's going to be one of those days when out of the darkness appeared light. The moral of the story: all that glitters is not gold.
Don't take the piss, right? That's my Uncle Bernie, and he used to be Captain Birdseye on television, and then he got like a pension. And he can't do it now, but he's really upset about it. So don't take the piss. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm welling up, ladies and gentlemen. I've just seen this. It was sent to me. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Zaza Gabor, of course, sent me this. Can you see it? Can you see what it is? It's a tin of condensed milk. And Zaza sent it to me. The reason is, of course, because she's very compassionate. And she knows I'm compassionate. And we do a lot of work for charity. So she sent me that. Because condensed milk, obviously, because of the old Chinese proverb. Put me in a garden with roses, and I'm as compassionate as a tin of condensed milk. Beautiful people, the Chinese, who really... Put me in a garden with roses, and I'm as compassionate as a tin of condensed milk. Wonderful. I'll just have a little bit more muesli, and then we'll crack on. Because we were watching, Old Farmer Giles, weren't we? Let's have a look what he's up to.
What is totally unnatural is to keep 5 hens to a cage where they cannot move, where they cannot move, they cannot even stretch their wings, they're denied the most basic freedom. And more than that, if you just let me speak, please...
Oh! She's losing it.
Yes, Karen. Yes,
where they can't stretch their wings, where they're fed an unnatural diet. Yes, it gives them all the nutrients, but they still leach all the calcium out. They have broken bones, and then they're slaughtered in conditions. Let me tell you.
Slaughtered? You're accusing us of killing these animals? No, lovey. We just wait until they die of old age and then we eat them.
About slaughter, you say that slaughter is always humane.
Yes,
I totally object to that because I know for a fact that it's almost never humane. You think about lambs going to slaughter. There was
lovely spring lamb. I had a joint of that.
No, you said outside the slaughterhouse.
He's reeling her in, isn't he? There we go.
One of the other things, the worst thing I've ever seen was in live exports.
Well, I'm sorry, can I just say at this point, one of the other things, the worst thing I've ever seen, is a phrase you uses 36 times in this interview. These are the 36 worst things I've ever seen.
There was a bull on a boat, a bull who was going aboard.
And the things you are recounting here
to France
to me, my
and to Holland, they go across all the
strike
time.
me as pure and adulterated fiction, if I may say so.
It's not fiction. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Let me say
Why do you
this.
think that I went vegetarian? I used to enjoy meat. I went
That, my
vegetarian
dear,
because I've seen
you are
it
obviously a
for
sincere
myself.
young woman.
I am
and
sincere because I've seen
I don't mind you
awful
being
things.
a vegetarian. Good luck to you. I had a plate of muesli for me breakfast.
There's nothing wrong with him, then. He's a top man, he knows how to eat, looks after himself.
I have vegetarian dishes from time to time, but what I do enjoy most of all, Sundays, when my wife opens the Arga, brings out the roasted tin, and in it is this 3 rib of roast beef with the beautiful roast beef.
BSE with the bloody juices and the antibiotics and the
yes. Hang on, wait a minute. There's a scientific fact coming up here, but she hasn't done her research.
With the bloody juices and the antibiotics and the growth hormones. Yes, lovely.
Kicked to death by donkeys in Blackpool that have suffered unill effects from enjoying a rich, rare rib of beef. And we take that out, my dear, and I get hold of the crust of a wholemeal loaf. Now, there's a nice vegetarian.
Yeah, nice vegetarian wholemeal loaf. So he's willing to accept a vegetarian option. What do you do with this vegetarian option of the wholemeal loaf?
Meal loaf, the crust. And I get the crust and I put it round in all that rich, lovely brown gravy.
Oh.
But meat and dairy products actually cause that pain. They kill you early, too young.
I don't think there's anything wrong with my
And you don't need to eat it.
I'm 69.
Look, you don't need to eat meat. You can be perfectly healthy on a vegetariarian diet. What I'm talking about, for most people, you dismiss the cruelty and the suffering. You say it doesn't exist. But for most people, they want to care. They don't want to see animals being cruelly treated.
I'm compassionate. No, I mean, this is it. A lovely roast lamb, and she's telling him he's not, he's not compassionate. But look at him. He's a lovely old gentleman.
Just let me tell you something else.
Put me in a garden with roses.
You're not compassionate. You're not compassionate.
As a tin of condensed milk.
Nothing wrong with him. Lovely, lovely man.
You pigs are very sociable animals, don't you? I mean,
now, what she's done here, all right, he's got all the bluff and he's got all that, but what she's got is the intellect. She's been to university, probably, I don't know, and she knows how to work an argument, and basically she's trapping him. The conversation has become like a chess match, and she's trapped him now into a thesis that he can't dispute.
They're very sociable
pigs
animals.
Some people even keep Vietnam pot-bellied
I know, as
pigs.
pets.
I mean, they might keep Vietnam pot-bellied Bill Weekses as pets, but I don't think
Don't try and bluff your way out.
They're very sociable, they're intelligent,
yes,
they're highly intelligent creatures.
Right. So you're admitting pigs are intelligent, highly sociable. Some people keep them as pets. You're willing to accept that, are you?
Well, I mean, I prefer to have our little Jack Russell Terrier now, a 2 pussycats.
But you do
prefer
accept...
dog because you like to think, well, let's make as much money out of farm animals and kill them and treat them the way we want. Where I don't want to do that to my dog. But what I'm saying is, there's no difference really between your dog and that pig.
You see? Now why? You tell me where's the juxtaposition there, sir? You're saying the pigs can be kept as pet. Now, your little dog you love, you wouldn't let anything bad to happen to it. You see? And she's trapped him. She's trapped him. There's no way of him getting out of that argument.
Why
well, there is. I mean, a pig's got a snout that goes oink, oink, oink. And Jack Russell will go, wow, 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 when I go in. There's a little bit of difference. I mean, if you cannot tell the difference between a dog and a pig, I think your other ideas might be somewhat variant.
You don't know the difference between a dog and a pig. Well, I'm afraid I can't take you seriously, my love. And the big grin, look.
I'd like to sort of convert you, open your eyes to see the realities of the food production.
That's the problem, my eyes have been opened.
Oh, dear me, but you've seen some false prophets in this business, you honestly have. I'll tell you what we do when we finish this programme.
Right, now he's being reasonable, I presume. When we finish this programme, you come with me and I'll show you the other side of the coin. I'll show you the slaughterhouses that are run properly, all right? Well, and the battery hen places that are run properly. Just have a look at the clean, pristine conditions that animals are slaughtered in that I know about, and then make your judgment. I presume that's what he's going to suggest to her, is it?
I'll take you out and let's have a nice rump steak. 2 or 3 pork chops with some roast potatoes, and with it we'll have some green beans, some spinach and spaghetti.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I've got me muselli, and I'm going to go out. I'm going to go into the first vegetarian restaurant I find and say, "Can I have, please, some spinach and spaghetti?" and a nice, fat, juicy rump steak from a happy cow that was pleased to die. I'll see you later. Cheers. Well, can I help you, young man?
No, you can't help me. You can help those fish.
Well, I don't understand.
Those fish are captives. They should be free. Look at them. They're deprived of their liberty, all stuck in there together.
Nah, yeah, I didn't understand. They're there with their friends, getting ruined and ruined.
No, they should have their liberty. Fish, political prisoners, it's the same thing, man.
Well, I'm sorry, but a political prisoner gans on hunger strike and smears his cell with faces and gans, let my people gan, death to the fascist dictators, while a goldfish just gans. And if you didn't know the difference between the two, young men, I think we have to question all your arguments.